So while most people liked my Holy Roman Empire opinion video, a few people pointed out problems, which is fair enough. It was no means my best work, and frankly I'm surprised it has this many views at all. Other than the usual comments not understanding that most of it is meant to be a joke, or that I'm oversimplifying, I saw a few comments that made me think. The Holy Roman Empire is apparently not a country, but an empire. Obviously it was an empire, at least at one point, and it's not like I failed to call it so, but here's the thing. To me, an empire is a type of country. To me, a country is merely any form of political entity, whether it's an empire, kingdom, republic, or whatever, as long as it's independent and has a clear limit of control. But apparently it's still not a country according to a lot of people. So I began thinking, what really constitutes as a country? Looking up definitions always has slight variations, especially when we refer to dictionaries, your best friend, your teacher, or the realm of political science. Plus, country is not only used for political entities, but also simply a region of land, like the open country. Some people might point out that a country should not apply before 1648, since the Treaty of Westphalia officially established the idea of state sovereignty. There are a few problems with this. Acting like this magically changed the world forever is only true in the field of political science. Places like China or Egypt never signed that treaty, or any other for that matter, that said, by the way, you're now officially a sovereign state, yet we clearly treat them as such in the modern world. So then, when should we declare the transition point to sovereign state for these places? It made sense for Europe because beforehand, feudalism made things rather confusing as many countries, political entities were very decentralized despite having a king, duke, emperor, or whatever. But for some places, the idea of one government ruling a state isn't exactly an idea from 1648. In fact, really, despite Westphalia establishing sovereignty as an idea, it did not establish the idea of a state itself. States existed before 1648. They could have been feudal, imperial, city, or otherwise, but they existed. So then does that mean I should refer to places before 1648 as a state rather than a country? Then again, for a few definitions, country can mean simply a political division regardless of sovereignty. What's overall weird about this whole idea is country isn't the only word used in politics or geography that has multiple ambiguous meanings. For example, an empire is sometimes defined as multiple countries ruled by a single person. While there are empires like that, there are several empires where it's actually a single political entity. Does that mean these aren't empires? Of course not, because another definition of empire is just a really big area of territory. Territory, another ambiguous one. Either a territory is an area of jurisdiction within a state, or it refers to the entire landmass in which a state controls. Oh look, another relative term, state. Point is, political geography is full of these ambiguous terms to begin with, and while some might think that the Holy Roman Empire can't be referred to as a country, to me, a country is the name of the overarching political entity, regardless of whether it has Westphalian sovereignty, feudalistic administration, or whatever. A state is any political entity that can be either provincial or national. An empire, while there are a lot of ones that don't really fit this definition anyway, should be a large country or state that has conquered several others. I guess. I don't know. Let's just go case by case with empires. Wait a minute, what about nations? Well, a nation implies that the people within a state are of the same heritage and culture. So while Japan is a nation, the United States is not. Then again, it also depends on what counts as culture and what percentage of the country has to be of the same descent before it counts as... you know what? This stuff is complicated. So what do you guys think? Are the definitions I settled on good ones? Is there another term we should use instead? Is political science as frustrating to you with definitions as it is to me? Feel free to debate below and let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe so I can make more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time.